Hi, I wanted to talk to you quickly today about setting goals. So, I'm not sure how many of you have actually written goals. So, one thought is actually to private message me with your goals, but more importantly, I want you to note them for yourself. And your goals can be short term, what you'd like to accomplish within the 2 week fat shredder, perhaps little bit longer short term, like where you'd like to be by the end of the year, and then perhaps long term, where you'd like to be by the end of next year. Your goal should be written in the future. So it is December 31st and I am such and such. It should all be in the positive. It's not like it's December 31st and I don't feel terrible anymore or something like that. It should be more like it's December 31st and I feel the healthiest that I've ever felt. The goals, but it's really personal to you, but it might reflect pound lossage. It could reflect inches lost and being in a different size clothing. It could reflect lowering medicine that you are on. It could reflect just making an overall diet lifestyle so that you're living an 80-20 lifestyle or a 90-10 lifestyle, or that you have removed grains successfully, or that you have journaled effectively. The key is to write down all the things that you want to make changes with. Because the importance of goals is that at the end of the day, when you're alone in your house and there's food in your house from your kids, let's say, and there's a bag of chips and you had a bad day and you want to go for the chips, besides texting me and saying, how do I get my face out of the chips? You're going to need to resort to your goals, because that's really the only thing that's going to keep your face out of the chips, aside from you saying, I'm going to feel like crap after I eat all these chips. But if you have that goal in your head, that's what's got to give you the willpower and the self-control to be able to say no. If it were easy, I say this all the time, but if it were easy, everybody would be thin and healthy. It's not easy. The difference between healthy and not healthy people is that more often than not, healthy people are taking control of their choices, and their choices are based on their goals. If they want to live a healthy lifestyle, or they don't want to feel sick, or they don't want to gain weight. So you do need to control them. I suggest that you write down your goals, and I strongly suggest that you read them twice a day. The longer and the quicker that you start reprogramming your brain into saying positive words to yourself. So we all have an inner dialogue that for many of us is more self-sabotaging than even what we think our peers are saying about us. And quite honestly, I wouldn't worry about what your peers are saying about you, because they're barely thinking about you as much as you think they are. But it is important what you think to yourself. So if you're saying to yourself, I'm a fat blah, 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 or I look terrible, or any of those things, they're not helping you move forward. So changing that inner dialogue starts with the goals, because if the goals are written in the positive and in the future tense, you're owning the information. So I hope that you will all take a few minutes to write down your goals. And if you can, private message me them, because then there's kind of out there in the universe and have a little bit more weight for you. But more importantly, write them down for yourself and read them a couple of times a day. Take care.